of poetry. It deals more with type than form.
Okay.
Form is like haiku, tercet, quatrain, like 4-line poems. It's
see it on paper.
Yeah, it's more. Literary is more. Especially in older times, not so much now, because I feel like there's more of a meshing going on. I feel like more people are not as pressed about it having 4 lines in a stanza. You know what I mean? It's not that as relevant as it used to be. That type of literary poetry.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong. Just my opinion. But especially, I mean, in the world that I live in, that's the truth. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it also, the spoken word lends a lot to the old oral tradition of the griot.
Yeah.
So we do. It's interesting because when I relearned all of this, I saw what I do.
Yeah.
In my writing, I was like, well, I do that. I do that too.
I didn't even know I did that.
I did that. But I do that. That's what's up. So we all do it, but it's just a matter of identifying it.
Yeah.
And when you do the spoken word, you can't read what the person's saying out their mouth. So
it's kind of like the fundamentals now of like what you're doing. You just kind of skipped over it.
Yeah.
Just we're doing it.
Just was doing it, and now I'm back, and I'm like, oh, so now I can be better because I can build on that.
Yeah.
And
I know that it seems like free verse even with like written poetry and everything seems to be bigger now too.
Oh yeah.
So much bigger.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's because it's so much easier to really, you don't have to think as much about, you could just do what you have to do, do what you think you feel and write it down. You don't have to worry about, this has to be A, B.
Oh.
I used
rhyme
to hate
schemes.
that.
Let's not talk about rhyme schemes.
I hated that.
I love learning, and I love learning about rhyme, like internal rhyme, external rhyme, slanted rhyme, pure rhyme. All these rhyming things are really fun. But that A-B, like restricting me to only doing A-B and having only end rhymes, and I can't rhyme in between, like one of the most phenomenal, I use her as an example when I'm teaching. When I learned about internal rhyming, one of the most phenomenal writers, Lauryn Hill. She's amazing. It's just a couple lines that she uses. She always does it, but like when she says, "I treat this like my thesis, well-written topic broken down into pieces. I introduce, then produce words so profuse." Like these people, she just said, like all of that was like intertwined into like 3 lines. Like what? So yeah, that type of rhyming is dope.
Do you like people like Jill Scott too? I love her.
She's a powerhouse. There's really,
there's certain people.
I enjoy artists who are just artists.
Yeah.
Because she'll get up there and she'll do opera, or she'll scat, or she'll do a poem, or she'll rhyme, and it doesn't matter. Or she'll sing, just regular sing. And she writes her stuff. And it's like, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Especially when you can write it yourself and you're an artist and you're writing it yourself. That shows something too.
Yeah.
Because, they're kind of uncomfortable. Because I know one of the songs I like of hers is The Way. Oh. And she's just describing her day. Yeah. And she's singing it, but it's so... I love that. I love how she's just singing, but it's like a story though. She's just describing her day. I think that's kind of the transition though, because you could tell that she was a poet. Yeah. So she's just kind of taking her poems and singing them. Yep. In a sense. Like Floetry too. Floetry, yes. I actually know Natalie, the Floetist. You do? Oh my gosh. We did a show together in the summertime for American Heritage Festival. That happens down at the AFRAM that happens downtown. It's a huge festival every year. I have to go there, definitely. Oh yeah, it happens every year, and we're working with Poetry for the People, and I hosted a teen slam, and she actually came. She came and she was one of the judges, and then she performed for everybody, and it was really cool. It was a great opportunity. I got a chance to meet her, so we conversed back and forth, and I love that.
Yeah.
Because I actually had a show about music as poetry, how music and poetry kind of go hand in hand in a sense, in some different ways. Because lyrics can kind of be, they can be poetry. I mean,
it's the same thing. They're all words.
Yeah.
Arranged almost in the same manner.
Yep.
The only difference is when you're dealing with lyrics and lyricism, and you're dealing with poetry, is poems write. Especially if poetry is, you're putting the poetry to music. Poets write through the music. Lyricists, MCs, writers, singers write to the music.
Yeah.
So their words fit in the meter. And ours just kind of, we keep the tempo, but we don't necessarily stay in the bars.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. You learn these things when you're trying to do both. You learn these things.
You should teach you. I would definitely enroll in your class.
Wow, that's a thought.
Because you would be a cool teacher. You would. And I'm sure they would hire you too.
Wow.
We have really diverse teachers here, like, that have been everywhere and have done so many different things.
Wow.
And you
that's
see
a thought.
that.
Hey, that's a thought you got. If I was a cartoon character, I'd have a little cloud over my head. Like,
I can see the picture now.
Can't you see it? Good one, Morgan. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I have to look into it. Yeah.
Look into it, real.
Seriously.
In the next
no,
year.
seriously.
In the next 2 years before I leave. So I can actually enroll in it.
Oh, that'd be what's up.
Oh my gosh. I actually wanted to talk about another poem. Which one was it? Because there's a couple of them that I like. I like Killer's Instinct too. I like that one.
Yeah.
And the ones I wrote in my playlist, I just wanted to tell you all the ones I wrote in my playlist. I wrote Killer's Instinct, Passion Fruit Tea, Bells, and Symphony.
Ah, yes.
I love all those.
Yeah.
Those are my top 5.
Nice. There's a lot of people's top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are my top 5. I listened to them, and I listened to them a couple times, but I should have. I felt bad because I didn't listen to them before this show.
Oh, okay.
I listened to them a while back, so I kind of, the only one I didn't forget was the one you just did, like what was happening. But can you do Killer's Instinct?
I don't know that one by heart.
Can I play it?
You can play it.
Okay.
Plus, that one needs to be played. It has a lot of instrument, like the instrument. I like the way that one's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. Enjoy.
Hey, Auntie, what's up? Go to my mother, why? What's wrong? Dante's dead. What do you mean? What happened? They say he shot his ex-girlfriend and then killed himself. What do you mean? My mother's by herself. I'm going to her now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. My cousin is dead. Why? 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 In the slums, the blitz hum past eardrums. Revolving patterns spun into the humdrum of the day. Killing freedoms, we hear them whizzing too fast for eyes to focus on. So we become blind to them. But one leaves its city dwelling to become suburban. Enters into the cranium of your loved one. Then the war is on. It is my blood that he bleeds. Once the trigger was squeezed, police sirens scream. Murderer, coward. As pain befalls my family like crumbling towers. I'm dying inside, looking at my mother cry. Remembering the second I once took to decide if behind bars I'd reside. Because some bitch drove me to feelings of homicide. To take my own life I wasn't ready. But his burden had to have been heavy to unload 2 rounds into the head of she. Turn the weapon, look death in the eyes and say, take me. Trigger release, One verse repeats, he left his feet. This world can't understand that he didn't possess that kind of energy.